You can feel it. I know this takes you back. Let's do this thing. Paul George. Here comes the screen. To Rudy Gay. Gets it in the left corner. Plenty of contact. The shot, no good. The follow won't go either. Great dish to set it up. The jumper's off the mark. Simmons to George. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Rudy Gay, guarded by Bellinelli. Simmons buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
To Jokic. Not that time. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Finger roll. Finishing with finesse.
Old school equals high percentage.
Simmons into the front court. Up 5. Shot from in close, no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Into the front court comes Simmons. Leads 3. Works it to Paul George. Nice find for the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Oh, errant pass as it's taken away. Can't do that.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Drummond. Fires the 3, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. From long range, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To George. Here comes the screen. George. And the 2. The finish at the rim for Drummond.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Andre Drummond sends it away. fires from the post. He throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a problem city.
George, he made his first effort, but not that time. Andre Drummond rejects it. That one's going to be out of bounds. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Shoot it. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Lets it fly from long range. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
And the finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Deep three at the buzzer. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they
turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
We're through one here at Madison Square Garden with the Knicks on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Butler. Andre Drummond able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Blocked away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Swings it to Paul George. Over to the right side. For 3, knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. To Butler. Rises for the slam. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
To George. Beyond the arc for three. Off the iron. No good. To Butler. Can't connect from in close.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything. That's why shots aren't dropping.
To Rudy Gay. Fires the three. Rudy Gay up to the challenge. Hits the three.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Going to launch beyond the arc. Missed it.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Jokic. Rudy Gay snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Jokic. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Simmons. Working hard on the glass. Nikola Jokic. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Can't connect. Oh, follows and finishes.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Simmons with it. It's an 8-point lead. To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's now 4 for 6.
Pretty much looked like a deer staring into the headlights. Last resort, but still, points on the board.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Jokic. Fires the three. He engulfed him that time. Rudy Gay. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
A lot of contact. No whistle.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him
Flushes down the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Jokic. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Simmons with it. The lead is 12. Throws it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Ah, the monster stuff.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
The shot no good on the drive by Jokic. first half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Nikola Jokic, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Goes 2 for 2. Here's Simmons with it up top. Up a dozen. Goes to the left side. Here comes the screen. Richardson. To Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Butler buries it on the catch and shoot.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
To Butler. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
From the painted area, won't go down. Simmons into the front court. The lead is 11. And look out.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Butler. Able to convert inside.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Josh Richardson, small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Simmons. Cleans it up. Offensive board. To Jokic. Rudy Gay tips it. And a backcourt violation. Substitution being made in this one. From long range. That out of his range and no good. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Deep right corner. Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Paul George. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And finishes strong.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Oh, big finish at the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
In the slam.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Tosses. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Butler. Short jumper misses. To Paul George. Throws it up. Knocked loose. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll get his crew together and talk it all through. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Wide open look won't go. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. And scores.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's diddly.
To Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Simmons. Nikola Jokic with the block. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. No good. Bellinelli up against Rudy Gay. Jokic. 4-3. Not that time. He missed it. To Rudy Gay. Won't go. Lets it fly from long range. They have to keep him in their grasp.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Into the front court comes Simmons. His team on top by 8. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. for three. Count the triple.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Simmons with it. His team up by 7. Lets it fly from beyond the arc and knocks it down. And, Jay, the system produces once again.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
With finesse.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Simmons. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses. To George. Sets him up. Now a steal by Philly.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Screen coming. Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Fires the 3. Can't connect. To Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Going to launch beyond the arc. He's got it for 3. To Rudy Gay. Oh, whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Rudy Gay looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Paul George. Oh, they call him for the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. To Jokic. Fires the 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Butler to bring it up. The deficit now up to 13. And the rebound taken in by George.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Jokic. Tough shot. He hits. Deep 3 at the buzzer.